Taiwan External Trade Development Council, otherwise known as TAITRA, is the foremost nonprofit trade promotion organization here in Taiwan. They are the producers of Computex Taipei. Delighted to start our broadcast with someone who's been with us before. As a matter of fact, he was with us during our broadcast at CES in January. He is the Executive Vice President for TAITRA, Walter Yeh. Walter, welcome back into Tomorrow. And how are you, sir?
Yeah, fine. And welcome into Tomorrow to Taiwan.
Thank you, sir. It is our first visit. We've been telling our audience for the past several months that this will be our first broadcast from Taipei and our first visit to Taiwan. And there is a lot to see and do here.
Yeah, thank you. And I think it's you're a good choice to come to Taiwan.
Yes, I believe so. The weather could be better, so if you have anything to do with the weather, see if you can make the weather a little better.
We arrange good weather for the businessmen.
Oh, here. Good. Yes, there you go. For the remainder of the week, the weather will improve, but it has been a delightful visit. The show is incredibly large. There are so many exhibitors here. I mean, I'm looking at some of the statistics that we have. First of all, this is the 28th annual Computex. More than 40,000 international visitors, 170,000 visitors total expected. That's an enormous show. And several booths, 5,000 booths all around the show, 3 different venues. Tell me about Computex.
Yes, Computex is the most important procurement platform in the world. And this year we have 1,725 companies from worldwide. And also we have 4,492 booths, which is a 53% increase.
So in this time when a lot of other similar shows are decreasing in size in many cases, you guys are growing. How do you do that?
Because Taiwan becomes a more and more important sourcing center for ICT products. The suppliers are here in Asia and the decision makers are here.
And of course, Walter's referring to ICT, information, communications, technology. There's a lot of information and a whole lot of communicating. Great networking opportunities at Computex as well, we learned.
Yes, most companies in Computex, they will launch their new products here in June, here in Computex. So you will see a lot of new products from ASUS, from Acer, from Intel, from AMD, from many companies from Taiwan and from other countries.
Good point, because many companies here headquartered in Taiwan, you would expect that they would have big announcements and new products, but a lot of others too, as others that you've mentioned, headquartered around the world, some in the U.S. even, save some big important announcements for this show.
Yes, because Taiwan is a good partner for most ICT products. iPhone or Wii or any notebook, most are produced by Taiwan companies.
True.
So to announce new products here in Taiwan, and you can place order here.
We've been saying on the air quite some time, look underneath almost all of our consumer electronics products, and the chances are we're going to see made in Taiwan.
Yes.
And that speaks volumes. It speaks very well for not only your country, but shows like Computex, where these things all come to life.
Yes. And we have Taiwan companies. We also have Japanese companies here, American companies, and we have Korean pavilion. We have Hong Kong pavilion and French pavilion. So this is an international show, and we have good suppliers from the region, especially from Asian countries. So you can place order for the business. So this is a B2B show, very important B2B show for business.
For sure. And the last day of the show, you open it to the general public, so folks can come in and see the kinds of products that they will be experiencing in the near future, maybe just into tomorrow. Huh?
Yes. Yeah.
That's excellent.
And this year we have some new subject, like WiMAX. WiMAX, Taiwan developed WiMAX together with American companies like Intel, and our government put a lot of efforts on WiMAX. So WiMAX is new here. And we have a lot of WiMAX products here. And we have EPC, green IT products, because green IT now is the trend in the world markets. And here in Taiwan, you can see a lot of green IT products, and you can place order here in Taiwan.
That's true. A lot of companies, fortunately, going green and talking about recycling of electronics and their products being more easily recycled as well.
Yes.
The very nature of consumer electronics, you might not have them very long because there's always upgrades. There's always new products with new features. So what to do with the old ones as well?
And also compact ICT products, notebook, compact notebook with good function,
Yeah.
less price, and that is popular in the world market. So compact PC, compact notebook is a lot of products announced here in Taiwan.
That's true. A lot of discussion here at Computex about low-cost computers
Yes.
and how it becomes more and more affordable. And, of course, you talk about working with other companies. Interesting news that came out recently in Business Week talking about the top 100 technology companies. 18 of those companies are
Yes.
from here in Taiwan, second only to the United States.
Yes.
That
this-
speaks a lot about Taiwan as well.
Last year, only 14 on the top 100 tech companies in the world.
Terrific.
And this year, we have 18.
Yeah, and the U.S. has 10 fewer, so
Yeah,
that's kind of dangerous for the United States, but great for Taiwan.
But the United States is our good partners for
Yes.
business.
That's a good
Thank
point. In many cases, and we see them all here. You mentioned Intel, AMD. There's some very big companies from the U.S. that are very prominent here at Computex, as well they should be.
Yes.
Terrific. Well, Walter, it's always great to have you on the show, and I thank you for helping us kick off this week's broadcast, because now the next 3 hours we're going to spend talking with many of your exhibitors here at Computex.
Thank you very much for Into Tomorrow to come to Taiwan and to support Computex and the ICT industry.
It's our pleasure. Walter Yeh is the Executive Vice President for TAITRA. You want to visit ComputeXTaipei.com.tw. Of course, when you visit our site, intotomorrow.com or graveline.com, we'll link you to Walter's site, and you'll see what he and his staff have been hard at work at, bringing you Computex Taipei 2008. We're back with more from Taiwan this week. I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Media Network.